And so that's a good place to start. We basically see that we have all these e-commerce tags at our disposal. Now we need to start building an element out of that. So I'm just going to create an article tag, and I'm going to go to the class of just something that I can target. And so a good name for that would be like product build. And then here is where I would start building. Let me close this off. Okay, so we can have our code formatting there. Here's where I'd start adding data attributes for each one of these. So I'll just be, consistent in my naming scheme. Maybe dashes would work here. So I would go custom. Let's get these in order here. So I'd go custom 2-2 equals, and then throw that in the mix here. And then I just continue on down the line here. Data custom 3 equals. Grab that guy. Oops. And so you see what I'm doing here. I'm just building all of these guys out here into data attributes. And when you get a big long list of these guys, you can actually come in here and format these so they're readable. This white space isn't an issue in HTML, so we can just build out our data attributes here. And so I've got this helper file. I'm going to build these out so you can see these. I don't want to. This is actually not correct. This is the. If I was to compress this here, this is what we would be seeing. So I'm just going to make this readable here by bringing these down to their own lines. And at the end of this, I actually want to make style display none. You could do this with CSS. I like an inline guy for that, just to make sure that no one deletes this particular class or something that's hidden this content. So I'm just playing it safe here. And so let me bring in my helper code. It's basically the same stuff. This is like a cooking show. You know how they pull out a turkey that's already been baked. So here's what we're doing there. We're pre-baking some of this code so we don't bore you to death. And so here's all of our data attributes that we have down here, maybe even a few more. We got sale price, in stock, large image path. So those are those. We can kill those now. Now these buggers down here that we wanted to define carry HTML with them. So what we're going to do is come down inside of this, because this is actually the opening article tag. And if I wanted to close it, I would go right here and close that tag. And then I would come in here and add HTML. So anything inside of here is just going to be hidden. Data attributes, of course, aren't rendered to the page unless they have HTML in them, which creates issues. So this is why we're putting them in little containers here. And I'm going to actually have an H1 tag here, and this is where I'm going to throw the name. So here we are rendering content to the page for the SEO freaks. Poplets. Let's create a little div. Give it a class of poplets. We'll close that off. And so this isn't being rendered to the page really, so we don't have to worry about conflicting classes and such for styles. So tag poplets. Kill that. Description. We can go div with the class of description, because we're going to be targeting these with JavaScript here in a sec. So it needs to be clear naming. Okay, so we're just going to go down the line here and keep doing this. So again, I'm going to bring in some helper HTML and move this down the line. Okay, so now we have before us all of these divs with really clear naming in the classes here. The HTML classes, description, grouping, attributes, poplets, real simple stuff here. I've just got all of these BC tags that I think they're important to my product detail page that I want to be able to manipulate in different ways. I've just got this article that's got this unique class that I can grab from and just go crazy with the JavaScript templating. And we're going to do that. So this right here is the extent of our product detail. So it's not much different than this. It's just a little bit more verbose with the data attributes and such. But here, nothing crazy. We're going to replace this. Actually, let me, instead of replace, I'm going to come in here and just comment this out. We'll keep it around. Good idea too when you comment, when you make comments in VC, to maybe add a space to these tags here so they don't render. Okay, and we'll save. So if I come out here and refresh, we've got some serious trouble out here on our product detail. We don't have one. So I'm going to come out here and paste this in. We'll just leave this up above. And now I'll hit save. And now I'll refresh. We still have nothing, but down here as a hidden element, we should be able to find our product detail inside of here. Where are you? Yep. There's the code that we commented out, and then here is our little builder article. And we see all those values are being passed that are defined for this particular product here. There's our data attributes here for our large image and our price and whether or not it's in stock. Then our product name is being outputted to the page. That's great. Here's our description. If there's any grouping, there's the actual drop down for the grouping. Our attributes are being spit out here. Poplets for this particular bit. It's coming along with the JS. That's going to be great. Related products, if there are any. Here's our related products table that's being spit out. And so if I came in here and removed that display none, just basically all the information from the product is being spit out here. This is when I'm going to use Mustache to grab this stuff and create our own cool looking templates.